Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a fantastic day. One more look here at SUI here for the weekend. Just kind of round things out, and just to kind of quickly throw it out there, I did mention yesterday that we're expecting SUI to pull back, right? So the pullback makes sense. A lot of that is hinged on the simple fact that we have overextension. We've got a specific type of pattern forming here, and mostly we're expecting Bitcoin to retrace 64.5 to 65K as a rough estimate. So I don't think we're going to see a monumental retracement here for this coin. So just to be clear, I do think that there's more potential for further upside, specifically with all this liquidation that's left to the upside here. But once more, this coin is moderately overextended, more so than most other coins. So you got to recognize that if Bitcoin does pull back, it could see a little bit larger retracement than other coins based on the simple fact that, there's just a lot of profit to be taken here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. That this not a 100% foolproof guarantee, but there's a lot of caveats here. So let's take a quick look here at SUI, kind of see where we're at on the backend data first. Oh, quick congrats too, because I know my community members were ranting and raving here recently, but yeah, we took a nice long trade there, 24 hours, all targets achieved, 61% profit on a 5x leverage trade. Keep that in mind. These are all 5x leverage, so VeChain 27, Polkadot 31, 22 from Filecoin, MNT 24, ICP 68, and Near and Cardano. So it's been a very, very solid week for us here. Again, those are 5x leverage trades, folks. And I know hindsight, you're like, oh, I wish I was 10, 20, 30x. Don't start thinking that way. It's not really the safe way to trade. Again, those trades may not have hit their targets if they're higher leverage because of capitulation, just the way that price action moves up and down. More so up than down lately, but you get the idea. All right, so here we are. Just to quickly clarify, 180 to 190, that's a lot of liquidation. So these are just late shorts here entering the market. As soon as we cross, basically hit that rejection at 180, we see a lot of shorts here, both local and from a few days ago. So that's still present there. They're still in profit, so they're holding. Makes sense. We look at the macro here. We kind of zoom out. We can see there's liquidation to the downside as low as 80 cents. Honestly, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but the truth is there's a lot of longs that still haven't secured profits, or they just haven't closed their position, one or the other. It doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, because a lot of folks could be averaging out of their position, which is very healthy. But the key takeaway here is we got more liquidation on the downside than the upside, if you kind of count for like the bigger picture. But I still think those areas are less likely. I do think it was probably pretty likely we're going to see a pivot off this 155 to 158 range, or maybe a secondary worst case scenario, 140, and a potential bounce there as well. Again, this is just a potential play out that I have here so far based on Elliott Wave and also this most recent continuation. So we got a more local low to our local high with the fib levels there. And let's go ahead and see what's going on with the daily and kind of work our way down. Also, don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Come on, it really helps grow the channel. I actually want to say thank you, too, to our community. Got some awesome views on yesterday's video here for SUI. There's a really cool community. Everyone seems to be very constructive and just awesome people. So thank you again so much for the wonderful feedback. Did really appreciate that. So as you can see here, I got an alert set for 158 to reevaluate if we come to that level. We've retested 159, 160 twice here so far in the last couple of days. So let's take a look here at some important stuff here. First of all, we're getting closer to 70 on the RSI on the daily time frame. When you get that crossover, so to speak, it does imply that the price is not necessarily likely to continue lower. It just implies that you should probably secure profits on a long position. Now, for those who are in profit from 80 to 90, and you're looking to get like just that big bang for your buck, I would maybe consider securing some profit. I don't know. That's just me being conservative. I've been in the trading industry for over 20 years, and I can tell you that those who don't take profit are those who don't succeed. It's just kind of the way it goes. So don't get overly greedy. While this coin has tremendously good momentum, things can totally change and flip upside down, right? Just please understand that. Anyways, the whole point of me saying that is because when the RSI comes back down under 70, that's generally a sign to consider selling. So we're not quite there yet, but we're getting closer to the point in which this continuation may be discontinuing for a little while, okay? Stochastic's pulling back, money flow indexes on the downside. These are not bad things by any stretch, but they're just letting us know that, hey, shift in momentum is occurring, okay? So take that however you will. If we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, we want to look at the same stuff here. The difference is we're breaking under 50 on the RSI. That's generally not a good sign. Last time we were under 50 on the RSI was September 10th, and the price action was 90 to 88 cents, okay? A lot has changed since then, but That doesn't mean also, just for the record, we're not going to see 80 to 90 cents because we're under 50 on the RSI. It just really implies here that, hey, we've hit this little kind of bearish downtrend. And if we like kind of zoom out and in and we look, the last time we were under 70 on the RSI, or sorry, 50 rather, it was right here, August 27th to the September 2nd. So we look at August 27th, it may not seem like much, but this is what happened. So August 27th was right here. And we could see September 2nd's right here. So a digression nonetheless, right? So the price action when we lost 50 on the RSI, albeit it had already pulled back a pretty significant margin, continued much lower after that, okay? And only until after it crossed over 50 on the RSI did it start to continue higher, okay? So again, RSI is not like the only indicator you ever want to use, but in the 4-hour time frame, I find it to be very powerful. And in this case here, with us kind of testing that level, it doesn't really give me a vote of confidence. I think we're probably going to see a bit further of a continuation on the downside. We do, however, have our second stochastic swing to the upside. That could be a nice little recovery. Money flow index is higher than the RSI. That's also very good. And we're over the 50 on the RSI, sorry, SMA 50 on the chart here. So again, those are mostly bullish signs. But you got to recognize we're under the 20-day SMA now. Till we get back up above that, we can expect the price to continue lower. So that's kind of where we're at on the 4-hour. We look at the hourly time frame. Ichimoku Cloud is going to confirm here as well that we have broken bearish. In other words, lagging span, this is actually not that clean, but the lagging span when it's intersecting with the price action generally construed as a sell signal. So if you have a short position open, you probably want to close it. If you have a long position open, you should have secured profit a long time ago. And if we take a look here, with conversion line below the baseline, really just implying we got good momentum on the downside and we're under the cloud. So these are all reasons, well, okay, 2 out of 3, 2.5 out of 3, if you will, letting us know that I don't necessarily recommend shorting this coin, but not taking a long right now is a smart call, okay? To me personally, if we come down to this 158 or 140, those are two areas of interest for me. If we do zoom out a little bit, let's go ahead and look at our, because this kind of makes me think here with point of control here locally. We exclude this lower price point, and ever since we've been $1 plus, we can see the most amount of volume is right there at 102. I guess secondary or tertiary to that, we can see 150 and 154. So if you kind of zoom in a little bit and you recognize, hey, price action in this range, ever since we've been in this range of 150 or higher, we can see the amount of volume at 150 and 155 as a secondary amount of volume. So what I'm getting at here is we got a moderate amount of support, okay? Not just a fib level here at 140, but we got some volume levels here as well that are very beneficial. So I think we are due to see the price continue lower, but I don't think it'll be a monumental retracement. I think 140 is a worst case. 145, 150 is a round number as a secondary or tertiary consideration for entry. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at there. But I think the key takeaway here is recommended not to short this coin or any coin right now until we break bearish in the overall trend. And between now and then, I would say that SUI is still due to continue to correct itself lower. It just has that feeling about it. And again, I know feelings don't apply in trading, but when you've been trading for over 20 years, you got to trust your gut, and this does feel like it's going to continue lower. I really hope I'm wrong and the price pivots and continues upwards, but just a heads up, that's where we're at. Okay, so more information for you. I hope that you found this beneficial. If so, like, subscribe, follow, comment below. Join us over on Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I have playout charts for all the coins that I cover. Those are available there. If you do want to become a better trader, of course, join us with our Trading Academy community or Signals group. Link down below for that, cryptocash.tech. We'll see you on the next one. Have yourself a great rest of the day. Take care.